DC Multiverse! Goodbye, and you am not welcome back to my channel, super enemies. Today, me am most certainly not having a look at the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Bizarro action figure. This Bizarro most definitely does not come in the regular black, white, and blue action figure packaging, and absolutely does come with a particularly hideous looking picture of Bizarro on the back of the packaging. So looking at everything that we got out of the package, we could see we got the action figure, we got his Bizarro #1 necklace. Bizarro also received another pair of interchangeable hands. Of course, Bizarro came with a trading card that has that same fantastic piece of artwork on it as the back of the package, and the back of the trading card has that short data file, which you can feel free to pause to read if you'd like to, and if not, then we'll move on to the figure, which I have on the spinner currently going round in a circle. Hopefully Bizarro doesn't get too sick to his stomach from turning like this. I can only imagine what it would be like for me to come out of stasis and then get popped on a spinner and spin round in a circle. I'd probably want to spill my cookies too. The body buck that this Bizarro uses, you'll note, is actually from the last time they used the Action Comics 1000. It's a modified Action Comics 1000 body buck in that they changed the neck piece so that it could receive a cape and be tucked underneath. And it's got a shiny S that's just painted on the front rather than the three-dimensional S that was Action Comics 1000 that was a separate piece. And actually, both of these figures have a shiny painted on S. How much do I like that? Not very much. I actually prefer the S's to be just a solid red rather than a shiny red. I don't think it needs to be this reflective, shiny red, to be honest. Here we can see Bizarro pictured in between a couple different Superman figures. On the one side, we have that really bright blue Superman. And then on the other side, we have the one that came in the 2-pack with Atomic Skull. And then here I have him in between some other Superman figures that I like as well. All McFarlane toys in nature. Whether they have or haven't been customized, that's another story. And then here I have him in between a couple classic Bizarro figures from Tales of Bizarro World, because that's essentially where this Bizarro is from. A McFarlane on the left and a Mattel on the right. And then I've got him here in between a Mattel DC Superheroes Bizarro on the one side and a custom McFarlane Bizarro on the other. But nonetheless, what we're looking at here is essentially how Bizarro looked for many years, although quite often the S was facing the regular direction and it wasn't backwards. I'm not quite sure when the S being backwards became a thing, but I know that that wasn't how it started. Like I said, this Bizarro is a really nice combination of blue and red. Both are very bright and very classic. This Bizarro having a cloth goods cape. Yes, he does have that emblem on the back, that backwards Superman symbol. You can see when we show the backs of all three of these cloth goods capes, the S is different on all of them. On the one that came out based on the Action Comics 1000 body buck that was Superman, it's red on the inside of the S. And then on the one that came out based on the Old Man Soup's body buck, I think they did a really good job with the back of that cape. And this one looks good too. It's weird that it's shiny. Like, I kind of wish that it was more like this one. This one's more of a matte, and it feels a lot different than this one does. Like, these, if you can tell the difference, like, they're very different. You can see the light shining off that. This is like very plasticky, and it feels like it might come off at some point. Taking a close-up of this Bizarro's head sculpt, we could see that they really did try to capture what Bizarro looked like way back in the day, and it looks fantastic. They did a great job on that. The eyes look good, the paint looks good, and the hair looks good too. They did a fan-diddly-tastic job on the hair as well. Now, as far as Bizarro's articulation, don't expect anything groundbreaking or new because we've seen this body in action multiple times. We know where the articulation points are in this figure. We know exactly what they're going to do because I think that most people who collect DC Multiverse have an Action Comics 1000 Superman and probably other versions of Superman that were made using the same body buck. So don't expect anything new and out of the ordinary. The same old single jointed elbows that basically nobody really likes. You know, the groin is the same. Everything is the same. Double jointed knees behaving the same way. The big rounded ankles that have a lot of articulation, but I know a lot of us really wished that these were at least prettier because they're just big round balls and they click into place, and sometimes the click is not in the right spot for the most optimal articulation. The only thing that's any different is the head sculpt, so therefore we can check that and see that is, well, that's not very good. That's just your basic, your very, very basic movement. In some ways, this might as well just be on a peg because it doesn't really do a whole lot. So, as I mentioned, if you are looking for anything different with this Bizarro body buck, well, you're not going to find it because it's all been done before. So now, what do I think about this Bizarro figure? Well, you know, I went into this knowing exactly what I was going to get as far as articulation, so I'm not disappointed by it. I really like the look of this figure. I am building myself a classic DC display, as you can see here, and he is going to fit in just smashingly with all of those figures. So I am absolutely super stoked to receive this very classic, not so villainous version of everyone's favorite and beloved Superman botched Frankenstein clone, Bizarro. Big thanks to McFarlane Toys for sending me this. It has been a fantastically fun time, and I will see you all with the next one. Have a DC day, everybody, and take care of other people and yourself.